first couple of days been, man?
First day is great. You know, we came out here. It was good energy today. We just it's good playing with the new guys. You know, had a couple guys banged up like Boogie, Adrian Wilson. It's good seeing him out here having fun. So yeah.
What's the biggest difference for you heading into year 3 now versus when you first got on campus?
I'll say just being used to the heat. I'm used to the heat but I say the game kind of like slowed down a lot. Just playing, so you get to focus on little more details instead of like first year, you know, trying to learn the defense. Second year, just getting used to getting your feedback wet. But third year, you know, you got the experience. You know the defense, so you just get to dial in on little details.
What have you seen from Montana as somebody obviously looking to potentially start for you guys this year with Shamari gone? Somebody that came into your recruiting class when you first got here. Just what have you seen from Montana so far?
You know, you've seen a lot of growth from Montana. You know, him coming in last year, you know, learning from Shamari, you know, it was good for him. So seeing him take that next step this spring and coming to work every day with his head down, trying to get better every day with a good mindset, good attitude, it's great seeing him grow.
How much further along do you think this defense is this year going into camp versus where you were last year, considering the fact you guys bring back so many players?
I feel like we're way ahead. You know, I feel like summertime, like we did a lot of stuff on our own without the coaches, so I feel like that kind of helped us get that boost, and that shows a lot of maturity and shows that, you know, we got that experience coming back in. We're all about business this year.
What are some of those new guys bringing this defense? You mentioned Boogie earlier. You got Breedlove, Nyland. Where are those guys at?
You know, big play ability. They bring big play ability, you know, maturity. They bring a lot of energy on the field, so it's always great, you know, especially DBs got to have that energy, got to have that swag, so it's great playing with those guys.
What's that matchup? You and Jordan Tyson going back and forth, seen it a couple times already for his first couple days of practice.
You know, iron sharpening iron is great going against JT, you know, trying to, you know, always get those good reps from him, trying to, because, you know, I feel like with him, he has a lot of stuff in his game that receivers that we match up against not going to have. So I feel like, you know, me going against him is going to only make me better. And just, you know, we're going to make each other better this camp.
A lot of really good quarterbacks in this conference. You look around the entire Big 12, somebody's got a good quarterback. Just how much does it help you guys having Sam back here? You guys get to practice against him every single day.
It's great having Sam because, you know, he might see things that, you know, some quarterbacks might not see. So, you know, Sam actually my locker mate. So if in practice, if it's a play, I'm like, Sam, like what you see here, yada, yada. So we always, you know, talk about plays. So it's great having an elite quarterback of his caliber.
Any funny stories between you and Sam so far?
Nah, not that I can think of. Nothing crazy.
Nothing you can share.
Yeah, nothing.
Last question for me, man. Just what's that relationship between you and Javen? Obviously, as somebody that transferred in last year, you guys had a really good season. What's that dynamic like?
That's my brother right there, man. We know we come out here, we try to push each other. You know, if I see him down, I'm gonna try to pick him up. If he see me down, he gonna pick me up. Like, you know, we just, you know, we have that competitive nature. We always just trying to make each other better. You know, I want to see him win. He want to see me win. We celebrate together. You know, so it's great having somebody on the opposite side of the field that I can trust and play. Like, so when we go out there on the field, I point at him, he point at me. He's like, you hold your side down, I hold my side down. But it's great though.
Keith, it felt like last year you and Javen obviously played a lot of snaps combined at the corner positions, but this year it seems like a lot of guys, whether it's transfers or young guys, have improved a lot or came in and be able to impact the game. What do you make of the DB room as a whole, and especially for the corners, and like how you have a lot of different ways you guys can match up against teams going forward?
I say we got a lot of depth, you know, from, you know, you got me, you know, we got Javen, you got, you know, Rodney, who's taking huge steps this offseason, getting faster, stronger, and, you know, learning the playbook even more. You got Nyland coming in, who got that length, so he could be great for us. You know, you got young freshman Joe, you got junior Joe, so you got, you know, we got a lot of depth. So it's great having that depth. You know, it's elite. Having an elite group like that, we just all push each other to become better every day.
This felt like a more competitive day from you guys defensively. I know day one offense had a good showing. Today you guys really kind of stonewalled them in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
What do you make of the back and forth between, like, as units, offense versus defense, and how those kind of things can sway from day to day?
I feel like that shows a good sign for the team because, you know, obviously, like, if we winning every day, I mean, the offense might not be, you know, that good. But if you're going back and forth and stuff like that, it shows a great signs. It's good. You know, they win some days, we win some days, but, you know, hopefully we win more days. You know.
You've already accomplished a lot of things that the guys would want to accomplish in their college football career, whether it's being a starter or playing in big games and making big plays. So for you going into this season, how do you reevaluate your goals and mindset going into the upcoming fall and the big season?
My goal is just, you know, you obviously have to all conference goals, you know, all the accolades and stuff like that, but really just, you know, focusing on just being the best teammate I could be, coming here, getting 1% better every day. I feel like if I just have that mindset of getting better and better every day, each and every day, I feel like I'll end up accomplishing those accolades that I want.
How excited are you to head back up to Camp T for a third time now?
It's gonna be fun. You know, I'm older now, so I get to sleep in the good bunks. So it's gonna be a good experience good experience. You know, having that fun with our brothers. I feel like that's a great time for us where we all, you know, the team gets closer because it's just us up there, no phone service like that. So I'm excited for it.
Kenny made a point about a couple days ago about the notes you guys write, whether it's like on a yearly basis, going up and writing like goals for yourself and for the team, seeing the time capsule at the top of the hike, and then going back up and reading it the next year.
Yeah.
You have to share your goals with us, but how do you feel about the goals you set for yourself and like your way to accomplishing the things you set out for yourself?
I feel like it's just when you do something like that, it's kind of like manifestation. You know, writing something down. You know, and then you kind of just, you know, you set those goals. You come back. Like this year, I'm gonna go back. Okay, like see what I accomplished on that list. And it's like, for example, like my freshman year, I had some goals, and I accomplished some of those goals. So it's just good going back in time, man, just seeing all the things that you accomplished.
For you now, do you have any like big fun thing you want to do for the guys, something like that at Camp T? Now you got some experience being up there. I know Kengaika mentioned some pranks you might want to run on some of the guys during the year too.
I wouldn't say no pranks. I mean, just, you know, I feel like the traditional things, you know, the bonfires with the DBs, stuff like that. I'm looking forward to that. Maybe we go to like it's like a little creek, and it's like a mini lake almost there. You go there, you go just chill there with the guys. I'm just looking forward to little things like that, just bonding, team bonding.
And lastly, for me, you mentioned some off-season stuff a couple days ago about how you added a bunch of weight this off-season, feeling stronger and looking bigger. How do you feel about the off-season regimen you had, and do you think that's like what does that mean for you mentally going into the year and having the confidence as a DB to know that you got that extra muscle on you this time around?
It's definitely great. I feel it out here, like I'm jamming somebody. Like I feel like that they feel it more than last year, especially. So it's good. You know, you kind of got to get used to playing with that new weight and new strength, because it's like you be surprised with yourself the things that you can do sometimes. But you know, I feel like I'm picking it up pretty well, carrying myself with this new weight.
All right, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir.